Oh, yeah. From the center of Marine Park, Brooklyn. 4 assholes. Mafia Life Chris.
One big jerk off Mikey Guaz.
Captain Hate, fuck Guaz.
Eat a dick.
Petey Flow, the king of all hate, a.k.a. Norman Hates. And I'd like to introduce in the background Mongo the Lloyd himself,
A.K.A.
Rugby!
A.K.A. Frankenberry.
Holy shit!
Rugby, there he is in the background, keeping it real with his Popeye shirt on.
There he is talking and nobody can hear him.
They let him out of the fucking house.
How come he has no T-shirt?
Because we didn't make one in tarpaulin size.
They don't make size Mongoloid.
We don't have Mike McGrody, shout out to him, and the team running on with the top on Shanta City Field. We need that to cover Rugby's back.
Solo.
Mike McGrody, if you can help us out, solo once.
That's right.
Oh, some beef. Yo, come through and fix us up with a top, OTR top for Rugby's back, that gigantic goon.
OTB, sucks. There's no mic there. It's like.
It's all right.
Everything.
We'll hear you. We'll hear you. Don't worry about it.
So light. What offensive talk radio?
Yes.
What the fuck's going on? What's offensive these days?
Well, I don't even give a fuck necessarily what's about offensive, but I want to talk about common sense. And when we talk about common sense, got nothing. The point of common sense specifically is it has nothing to do with ideology. Republican, Democrat,
Doesn't
liberal,
matter.
conservative.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. And I have topics.
So it's like talking about some type of issue, but without bringing that shit in.
It is what it is.
That's what common sense is.
Just people
it's
talking.
shit that everybody should fucking agree on.
Right.
And if you disagree with certain shit, whatever. But this one, voter ID.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that people think that it's racist to ask someone to have ID to vote.
That's bullshit.
I mean, that's insanity.
Who feels that?
No, it's been an ongoing fight. I mean, go on any page that's politically charged where it's brought up. You'll see morons quoting stats. It's only 1 point this percentage. I'm like, asshole. How can you fucking calculate fraud?
Oh,
how the fuck do you know who did it and who didn't? What are they walking out of the polling booth saying, I stole a vote. I voted illegally. Of course not. Like you can't quantify it. So someone saying it's not a big deal is just. They have to be wanting to steal elections. They have to be.
Are they saying it? Are you saying that they're saying that this rule was put in place so that the blacks don't vote?
No, they're exactly saying that.
Because they don't.
Republicans.
They're exactly saying that.
Because they don't have ID. Because they don't have ID.
That's apparently black people don't have ID and white people do.
They're saying these people can't get to these places to acquire the ID, but yet the same people they're talking about have no problem going and getting all other types of benefit cards.
How the fuck else do they get
right,
shit?
They go to
all the
office.
cards and all the
Listen,
other shit.
India,
You can
Mexico, all these other countries, you need an ID to vote. Here, you can't even get a cell phone without
Bro,
ID.
hold on. I don't want to cut you off. I went to this is a true fucking story. I went to Children's Place. I couldn't open a Children's Place account without my fucking license and my social security number. Children's Place. I wasn't like I was fucking opening a bank account.
You sign into my son's school, you need ID. You need ID when you sign into my son's school. You need ID when you apply for a credit card. You need ID when you do anything important that requires your ID.
You know you're supposed to have ID when you walk the streets. Cops can give you a ticket if you're walking the street.
How is
Guaz should have ID to talk on a fucking microphone.
This microphone's a piece of shit. I got
Christ.
the same one you do.
You have the same one as
$12
Mealy.
fucking stand instead of the $17.
Mealy, you have the
They
same
didn't have
microphone as
They
Mealy.
didn't have the $17.
And Mealy's not exactly doesn't have a big loud voice.
Listen, you're just a mean old bastard. That's the bottom.
Anyway,
So
back
just
to the
curious,
voter ID.
do you disagree that you should not need ID?
No,
or
you need ID.
You need ID.
Dude,
How do you know it's not? Who do you know? Who? I walked into the voting booth. The guy just said, "Where's your address? Sign your name." I asked the guy, "How do you know that's me?"
Oh, you got
How
a
do you
video
know
on
that's
your
me?
Facebook page about that,
you're
right?
not even, and that's illegal. From what I understand, it's illegal to film yourself walking in and voting like that.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to show people.
So let's
Way
not
to
tell
incriminate
anybody.
yourself.
If you listen, you are the most miserable bastard alive.
No,
I'm
he's
gonna say
right.
that
What do you
again.
mean?
All right, that's why we fucking love him, right, guys? Bottom line is,
he's right.
if you don't present ID, something as important as voting, you should want to be able to present ID. Say that's me.
I don't see the discussion. I don't even see the
even
if
discussion.
know why
your
it's an
EBT
issue.
can afford $120 Jordans,
But forget about that.
you can get an ID.
Forget about that. Would people? there's some people that need that shit, and then there's some people that abuse it. That's the whole
Right.
other issue.
Yeah, let's not get into that right
but
now.
the issue is that to say it's racist to have to show ID to vote,
It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Does that not tell you that they're trying to fudge votes in?
Yes.
Okay,
What
end of
else
story.
could it be?
just like
That's
they wanna,
common sense.
They want to push
That's what I
through-
meant about common sense.
That's
It's the
common
epitome
sense.
of common sense.
They want to push through amnesty
Listen.
for illegal immigrants.
I walked this
just to fucking get all these people to vote fucking Democrat. That's the bottom line.
I walked there. The field house is now called Carmine Carroll Community Center in Marine Park. So they held voting there, right? So me and Lily just walked in there. Now I'm a felon, so I can't vote. They went out of their way to try to see if I was on the fucking list, and then my whole family's listed. They're like, "No, we'll find you." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not allowed to vote." I could have just said I was one of them, one of my brothers, and just fucking said,
and voted. You
100%. I said, don't I need ID? I said, why? I said, no, this is New York. You don't need ID. I swear. And the
It's
people
good to
that
see
were
the
running
Democratic
it,
Party
the
takes the
people that
voting
were running it
process
were
that serious.
100 years old. People that look like they were in fucking, they should have been in retirement homes.
But
Like,
basically, it's like,
anybody could have just said they were anybody.
aren't some of these people insulted? Like they're saying basically you're too stupid to go get a
Yes,
fucking ID.
they should be. People with pride would be.
Well, with
know?
all kidding
Too
aside,
stupid?
you need
What does too stupid have to
You're
do with
supposed to have
anything?
ID when you're in the street anyway.
It's
Right.
a law.
That's
Yeah.
a law.
Yes.
So where is the fucking problem? You need
No,
ID
this is
because
what
you're
we
supposed
can't
to.
go on any of these bloggers.
The problem
feeds,
is
any
they
of these
want to
fu-
they want to fudge votes, and they don't want to
It's
come
the
out
only
right out and say
answer.
it.
It's the
They
only
don't want to
answer.
come out and say it. They're just
the
lying.
only
They're flat
answer.
out lying. Common sense. It's common ground. Doesn't matter what party or
Who's
what
that,
you believe in.
Who's that fucking guy that goes on Fox News? Combs?
That's
Well, he was the one who was with- yeah.
He was
He,
with Hannity at one
he is
point.
a fucking raging douche nozzle. I fucking
He
hate
said,
What
him.
did he say?
he said
He
Jesus
actually-
was a liberal.
He argues
said that.
these things are racist, and then he'll go and say, "Oh well, ISIS isn't a direct threat to the United States, so we shouldn't do anything to them." I mean, this is just liberals are just so stupid. They're not going to be happy until fucking Allah.
You mean-
Until a bomb
fucking
goes
someone
off
in the
here.
ass.
You mean even then they won't care.
Not the
You mean a
children.
video that says that we should kill Americans isn't a threat?
It's in the Bible. It's in the fucking Quran. It says it.
Not to change course, but I read today in an article in the paper that Europe was watching the elections very closely, and they were very, very, very upset at the outcome. Europe is very liberal. There were a few people in the UK in a newspaper that voiced an opposition in their newspaper to the liberal people being so vocally and visibly upset about the Republicans winning the Senate like that. They were really upset.
Listen,
I don't understand people.
Jeff Howden's really upset too.
yeah, he's been silent.
Isn't
Isn't it funny?
He's going to unfriend this.
all
Shout out
Europe,
to
Just
Jeff
lost
Howden.
a like.
guy. It's all
Europe
politics.
Just lost a like.
all Europe is basically bankrupt, except for Germany.
Oh, rugby.
Speaking of Germany, you got the German
Wunderbar.
this giant behind me.
Let me just, guys.
What?
Now, Peter, couldn't you go back there 6-7 times saying you're someone different?
I probably could have,
So that would
but
have been 7 votes for the Democrat. You know, like, what if you wanted to vote, lefty?
Rugby's in the back of me.
Lefty.
Screaming
Who,
over my
Lefty
fucking
Gomez?
shoulder.
Or
Nice.
Sandy
But
Koufax.
seriously, like,
And
well,
laughing
stop
like
going
Sloth
back
from the
in time to
Goonies.
different areas.
We got to
I'm
put
not,
spot
I'm not
plugs in
even
his
saying
neck.
necessarily that. Just you should have a fucking ID.
He's elected-
It's fucking stupid. We're talking about voting.
I'm gonna
I can
cho-
go there and say I'm Mike Neal.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going to charge
Listen,
my
we
cell
don't
phone
use
and electric
we don't
bolts
use
in your
government
neck.
names here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't
Captain
use government names. We're Captain
Just to-
Hate,
ju-
and the king of all hate.
Let the Mr. Ignorant talk really quick. Do you not
Which
need an
one of
ID
us?
right now?
Which
No.
is, who's Mr.
You
Ignorant?
do not need ID right
Captain
now?
Jerkoff?
Some
No, you
states
do
where
not.
they did pass the laws, they got overturned.
Yeah, because they sent it to the
Because they're
Supreme
saying
Court.
It's,
and,
it's
you know,
racist. Like Pennsylvania.
voter
did it,
suppression. They
and then,
call it
like,
voter
right before
suppression.
the
I really am the
Voter
worst.
suppression.
If
Yeah,
you can
voter
afford,
suppression.
How about this? I
Jordans,
went.
you can afford an ID.
But
And
forget
they're
that. You don't
free.
even got to go to
They're
that.
free. The IDs are free.
It's not even about the Jordans.
IDs
I
are
would
about
gladly
money.
pay a tax to ensure everybody has two
But, Mike-
IDs to vote, and they have no bullshit
no,
about
no.
it.
The
If they're saying
IDs
people
are
can't
free.
afford it,
More taxes?
The
listen, I'll
IDs
pay
are
for that.
free.
Oy
The
vey.
voter IDs
Everyone
are
votes
free.
Republican.
They're saying these people are not
The rent-
capable of
the
getting
rent-
to the places to get them.
They're not
The
only
IDs
saying they're
are
not only
free.
saying they're stupid. They're saying they
Yo,
can't
they're
afford
only
it too.
capable of getting their
free.
EBT.
How could you
yo.
How can you not afford free?
I left my benefits card up in the house.
Because your rent is too damn high.
Well,
Saying you can't afford free.
Guazla's below 17 Puerto Ricans.
And a whole pile of shit down the
Oye,
block.
como va?
And fuck, la, 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 la. That's what I live down the block by. Little Yemen.
Holy shit. Yeah, this is major Offensive Talk Radio, and you can find us on Facebook, /Offensive Talk Radio.
Assholes!
See you later.
Suck it.